Hello guys, today's episode is about the gift that keeps on giving. I'm so excited to present this to you. It's been in the works for a little while, and yeah guys, tell me how it goes. Please share, tell people about this podcast, subscribe, do whatever you need to do that you feel in your heart, because think about other people getting access to this, other people listening to this. Do you think it will help them? If not, don't share it. I don't know why you're listening, but if you do, please share it, please get it out there. So the big question is this: how can dyslexics like us create a place, a community, a tribe where people at any stage of life can come and solve any challenge, amplify their strengths, and ultimately help them become who they were meant to be, or in other words, conquer their dyslexia? That is the question, and this show is the answer. My name's Theo Goff, and welcome to the Conquering Dyslexia podcast. Hello guys, I hope we're doing alright. Today I want to have a talk and discuss the gift that keeps on giving. Now what I'm referring to here is basically having something that keeps on giving, like having a resource out there, having a person, having something out there that can keep on giving you gift after gift after gift. Useful information after useful information. And now basically here's where I'm coming to is that I really wanted to create something that wasn't my own, wasn't like, oh, this thing I need to work really hard and give someone the best advice and the best tools, the best that they need. But instead of doing that, give them something that keeps them giving them the best tools, best advice and inspiration, all these things that is aside from me. And now what I had like an epiphany. This was a little while ago, to be honest. I haven't done it yet, but I finally done it. Have an epiphany. What happens? Because I've been studying dyslexia for a long time, and about myself and how to help people with dyslexia and all these things. And how have I learnt most of what I've learnt? I've learned most of what I learn is not through reading text, it's through watching videos. It's through watching very, very useful, inspirational video after video after video. And now what I see when I'm looking on Google about dyslexia, you see like a lot of times very well done, little 5-6 minutes of like a nice little arty, like I don't want to say cartoon, but it's like an arty designed like, oh yeah, this is what dyslexia is, and kind of like explaining it for kids. And now that's amazing, it's really, really good. But what other stuff is out there? And this is years ago, I started like, okay, what other stuff is out there about dyslexia? And I went on this big binge, and like sometimes I go into it, sometimes I come out of it. But anyways, it's like a combination of me watching hundreds of dyslexic videos out there that are load on TED, on all these other accounts that people post about dyslexia. And I watched so many videos. And what would be really, really, really useful is, okay, what happens if I get all these videos together in one place so other people can look at it and they can see it? And because I know the impact they had on my life, so I'm wondering if they can have the same impact on someone else's life. Now, I know that some videos out there, some information out there on the internet is, one, really confusing, two, it not applicable, it's not practical, you don't think about it, it doesn't really apply to your life, as I say. Like, it can be really confusing explaining dyslexia in all these complex different ways, and to me personally, that doesn't help me. Explaining dyslexia in a complex way that involves lots of terminology I've never heard before and those things, that doesn't really help me. Go, okay, I'm glad you understand it and you sound smart, but I don't understand it any better. But it's his videos where people explain dyslexia in such a clear way to understand and in a useful way to understand that, and also it gives you inspiration, because one thing that really helped me is having people with their stories saying, I've struggled in school, I've struggled doing all these things, but I've become an expert at karate, I've become an expert at this, or I've used my brain in this way, I use my brain in that way. And seeing videos like that on the internet inspired me to make me take action, made me think about it, made me talk about it in a different sense. Because here's what I really feel, like especially what I believed in myself a lot, and when I'm getting out there and speaking to people, is that they don't have enough experience with dyslexia to really realise it can be a positive, it can be good. They haven't had enough practice using it in a certain way. They've all been told something, they've only looked at it a certain way, therefore they have no other way to look at it, because they've only been doing and been seeing one side of dyslexia without actually seeing it from another side. And watching these videos are so inspirational and so motivational. I can't tell you, like, there's all these videos in my head about, okay, explain dyslexia, inspirational stories, people who've come up in the worst environments and really found solutions to it. And so basically, I think I counted the other day, there's over 50 videos, and this is after years and years of going through videos. Okay, this is great, this is great, this is great, this is great, and piece them all together in a format that makes sense into all videos out there on YouTube. And I put them all together into one little thing. It's called the Black Book. It didn't take me long to put together, but it took me long having the experience. It took me long finding all this stuff, going out there, researching it all, looking at it all. Because here's what I see, like, loads of people are crying for help when they've got dyslexia. Loads of people are. And they're searching a lot. But sometimes Google, sometimes YouTube doesn't show up the best results. They show up the most popular results. Oftentimes have, like, what I consider the best is, now I'd much rather watch a video of someone explaining something in a manner that I understand, rather than seeing a document, rather than seeing a PDF, rather than seeing all these different things that are really, really confusing for me. So that's why I want to get only video format. Now I'm thinking I probably will expand this sometime in the future, but I'm so excited. I've made this, like, it's been in the works for a little bit, for actually a while, sort of started it, but never really followed it through. And finally I followed it through. And guess what I've called this? I've called this thing the Dyslexia Black Book, because it's like a black book of, okay, here's, like, I think I said 49 or 49, there's actually 50, I think, but I said 49, of the most inspirational, informational videos out there, dyslexia. And the reason why I think it'll be so useful, stop having people searching about it. Stop having people, okay, this is my problem, and searching on Google and spending hours and hours going through different websites, seeing different people saying, okay, here's how you get tested, here's the signs of dyslexia, here's all these different things that people don't want to see. That people, not looking for that. They're looking for specific piece of information. They're looking for a specific, inspiration, help, guidance. And now, like, this is how I dream for it to be used. And this is basically how I would use this at the very start. Now, I've seen all these videos, I know these people, is that basically here is your Netflix. We think about Netflix like, oh, yeah, we watch it all the time, and it's too much of it, and it's entertainment. But what happens if you spent like half the time you used to watch Netflix just sitting down and watching these other videos about dyslexia? Now, bearing in mind, these are the top experts in the field talking about dyslexia. These are people who've had dyslexia and became to be extremely successful, like Richard Branson and so many other successful people on there talking about their experience of it. It's unbelievable, things that will move you to tears. Imagine if you spent half the time on Netflix watching that. How much will you learn about dyslexia? How much will it benefit you, do you think, in the future? And all this. And that's why I wanted to create it, and that's how I was thinking about it. So guys, I just wanted to jump in it saying this is the gift that keeps on giving. This is something they can have, and it'll take you a very long time to go through all 50 videos. I'm guessing, I don't know, 10 hours worth at least of videos on there. Watching it, like, you mean an hour a day on your commute, you mean like when you're driving, just listen to the audio parts. It's all people speaking, really. And like having little chunks of it every single day, like some from the first video, second video, third video, all along. Especially if you've got a child, especially if you're a parent, especially if you're struggling, having these people, real life people, just saying such an amazing. Now, none of the videos are boring. None of the videos are just like, this is nonsense. They're all informational. They're all inspirational. They're all like cut up into different chunks. And here's the useful thing: is that there's people out there like made by dyslexics, there's people out there like extraordinary individuals, there's people out there that's created a YouTube channel that's delivering massive value on there, creates amazing videos, And once you watch all these videos, some of them you'll resonate with a lot more with others. I'm just being honest. And the videos you resonate a lot more, you'll click on them and you'll be able to go on them and, okay, this is the account. This is the person. I love this. I'm excited about this. I'm going to watch all these other videos about him, or contact him directly, or know what his other social medias it is. So that's how it can expand into the broader net of the internet. And now think of this as like the cut through, the way through. Like, okay, this is the jungle of the internet, and yes, there's a bit about dyslexias here, but it's hard to find. Instead of searching it for like scanning the internet for 3 hours, you know exactly where to go to find the right information. And where to go to, have the right help, find the right, support really, and find the institutions and the organisations that can really help you through like video format. It's so much faster and it's so much better. Guys, I really hope you're doing all right, and I'm really trying to work hard on things coming in down the line. But as we probably know, like, if you listen to last couple podcast episodes, I'm kind of going on a travelling trip to Thailand in about a month's time from now, and so it's getting all those bits ready. I'm doing a big course to teach kids English. I can't read, and my handwriting is awful. It's so scribbly. I can't. Reading and writing. Writing's hard. Reading's a lot easier now. But I'm travelling to teach kids English. But I'm dedicated to help you lot. I'm dedicated to really. I really feel like that it's my mission, and it's sort of, in a sense, my responsibility to do everything I can to help people out there with the struggles that I have faced, so they can help overcome them and be better. Now, here's the thing I was thinking about and I wanted to say, is that these are all videos about dyslexia. They're all related about dyslexia, because initially I wanted about all the useful videos I watched. There's going to be in the thousands, because I watched a lot of useful videos. And the majority of videos I watched, like 90% of all the videos I watched that helped me, are not ones about dyslexia. They're not ones about dyslexia. Those videos that really, really, really helped me is videos about how to improve myself. Confidence, self-esteem, understanding why my brain works, understanding habits and techniques to improve myself. That's what's really helped me, because dyslexia, okay, you have dyslexia, your brain's wired differently, and having these videos is so useful, massively boosts your confidence, but also learning about how life works. But I wanted to mention that, so it's sort of like people thinking, okay, my dyslexia is really getting me down. I want to improve it. Well, how do you improve it? Of course, watching dyslexic videos and doing that. But also another thing is going out there and really working on improving yourself. Just hardcore improving yourself. And how can you do that? How can you get more confidence? How can you exercise more? How can you do things that you say you would do? Because that would really help your dyslexia. How could it help your mental state, help the way you see things, give you more, basically what I call it, I picked up a term called personal power, give you more personal power, take more actions in doing things. So anyway, guys, I wanted to leave that little in to help you guys a bit. And so anyway, for this dyslexic black book, there's a link down below. You go to conqueringdyslexia.net/black book, and you'd get it completely for free. Literally, you click onto it, you get instant access to it. Once you put your email address in, you get instant access to this thing. And I'm not asking you, paying for anything. I just wanted this to be a resource for you to have really easy, really quick, really fun, so simple to use. And if you actually watch the videos, your growth, if you've got a kid, all these things, so amazing possibilities of this. Geometrics. So anyway, guys, I hope you have a good day.